Yo, what's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. It's Alex with Finite to Freedom, and today we're going to talk about Ethereum. It's currently breaking above the resistance level that we had since 2021. But before we discuss about it, let's bring our main guest, which is Sab from yesterday. Sab, happy Sunday, mate. How's it going?
Very good, very good. Good to be back, Alex. I think we had a really good podcast yesterday, and I think it's going to be, it's just going to grow from here. So it's looking good, mate.
Brilliant. Yes, I'm really happy about the yesterday podcast. It was fantastic. I loved it personally. I think the viewers loved it, and the future viewers are loving it as well, from what I can see. And we had a bit of a technical issue before, but as I said, guys, it's brand new, the whole situation here. Like I'm not professional YouTuber or anything like that, so we're trying to bring something, and we're experiencing it. So yeah, Sab, we talked about crypto yesterday, especially about XRP. Today we are having about Ethereum, mate. So just so you can
Yeah,
see, sorry, mate, just so you can
yeah,
see,
go ahead.
yeah, go on.
No, sorry, go ahead, mate. Oh, sorry.
Just so you can see it as well on the live, right? I'm gonna share the screen here, and I'm going to have you on a big screen there that you are talking. So if you press watch the stream, you can actually be on the live, not only the live call, but what we are going to show as well.
Excellent.
I'm still trying to figure it out about the live calls, so we won't have to do it with this way here. And so yeah, as I said, it's still brand new to me, to us, and I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. It's all about progress. So yeah, we discussed about XRP, mate, and what do you think about Ethereum? I would like to hear a little bit about your insight.
So Ethereum, guys, obviously, first Bitcoin comes first in the cycle. Usually, what happens is Bitcoin goes up first, and then Ethereum starts rallying, and then the altcoins come usually after that. Ethereum is good because it's got a really broad a network where lots of people are developing their blockchains on top of it. So they've built it wide, not just straight up. They've built it wide. So it took a little bit more time for adoption, and now they've built like a solid base. A lot of companies are still obviously building on Ethereum, um, so it's building strength. Ethereum's obviously going to keep going up, and sorry about that. Call coming in.
No worries, mate. No worries.
Um, Obviously, we're seeing Ethereum go up today. It's rallying, and there's a lot of investors getting into Ethereum now because they're obviously seeing the prices where it's at. I remember when just not that long ago it was at 1400, and people have kind of lost interest in Ethereum, thinking after they release the ETFs. But you have to look at it in perspective because Bitcoin, holds 60% of the market, and obviously the uh, the the ETF when Bitcoin first released was the biggest one that was ever released in the history of the markets. Uh, and When Ethereum launched theirs, they don't have a big as a position, in people's portfolios, and so obviously they took them longer to get adopted. Uh, but now it's starting to come into fruition where more and more people are getting into Ethereum because of the blockchain is developing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get this pump obviously with Ethereum, and it potentially could 3x. There's some real bullish people out there that think it's going to like 4x or 20, 30,000. But eight thousand's a great goal. If it gets to eight to 12,000, that's massive. I got some news on a little bit of news on Ethereum today as well. If any of you know Peter Thiel, who just released the bullish IPO, he's investing heavily now into Ethereum also. As the institutional adoption grows, he knows that the people are going that way. So, Peter Thiel's a founder fund. Invest in Ethereum as real-world assets for the platform, positioning it in Wall Street's potential financial infrastructure. And a lot of Wall Street are going to be using Ethereum as part of their blockchain infrastructure. Institutional adoption grows BlackRock and Franklin Templeton explore Ethereum tokenization, validating its role in assets and management and settlement. So Ethereum's 27% year-to-date price surge reflects increased institutional interest. Though Thiel-backed ETHZilla faces value declines amid market volatility, but Thiel's strategic bet signals shifting perception of Ethereum from a speculative asset to foundational financial technology. It's likely driving innovation and adoption. So it's a big play. I follow where the money is. And Peter Thiel, BlackRock, definitely people that I watch where they're putting their money. So that's something to look into, guys. If you want to do a little bit of research into that, it's a good place to start.
Right. Thank you, Sab, for that. Before we go on to the news, Yestin and Walker are informing us on the chat that there is an echo on the sound, so I'm going to try somehow fix it.
I think maybe the screen that you're sharing, that's probably why.
I think it should be now much better. Again, apologies to everyone who's watching right now. And let me see if we fixed it. So so from what I've seen, a little bit the settings on the microphone and the speakers are a little bit high. So I'm going to reduce the volume on it, and I think it should work for you as well now, Sab.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any echo on my side because I'm just watching the Discord. I'm not watching the actual the YouTube.
Yeah, let me see. Right, so I'm going to put a little bit higher your volume from that side of Discord. Let me see.
Testing 1 2 1 2. How's that?
Right, now that's the issue. So the sound comes from Discord as well, and it's coming from OBS as well. So from what I've seen now,
guys, Ethereum's gonna hit 5,000. It's kind of crazy. I'm glad I got into it when I did.
It's coming from OBS as well.
I also I think I mentioned to some people, you guys yesterday, but I'm also invested in BMNR, which is the Tom Lee firm that's called Bitmine Immersion Technologies, and it's up 15% today, which is always nice.
I can't really figure out what's going on now.
If anybody has questions on Ethereum, or if any questions, feel free to put them in the chat, and we'll try and answer them as best as possible. We don't have 100% of the news because we're not experts, but we will try and find out those answers for you.
Absolutely, absolutely, mate. So from what I can see, like I've got my phone with me. I've got my phone because I can see the sound. That's why you guys watching me, seeing me actually watching the phone.
I think Alex, you might have to just get rid of the screen that's on the Discord. I think that might be creating it. So try that.
To have it on the background, you mean?
Yeah, you've got the screen that we're sharing right now.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. Let's see if it's actually working like that.
Yeah, if you try to get rid of that and see what it sounds like, and it might be better. So we're gonna get. I think we get some feedback.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Let's see if it's actually
I'm not that technical guy, but just putting that there.
Yeah. See, I don't know if the sound is coming from me or.
Well, so see the screen that you have on that you're sharing on Discord.
Yeah.
Try and get rid of that screen and just use that for yourself.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Not have it on there.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Because
Does
yesterday.
Does that sound better? Let us know.
Yesterday we didn't have that. Like we didn't have that echo behind it.
Because we didn't have, yeah, so we didn't have that screen.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Because yesterday we didn't have that. Like when you mean it was perfect, it was coming through your monitor. So it's coming from a mic. Right. So I see what you mean. So I'm going to do something else. Yeah, but with that way, Sub is not gonna be able to hear me if I mute the Discord.
No, I mean I can hear you. Like it was fine yesterday.
Yeah.
Walker on? Walker, how does that sound now? Could you let us know?
I think I figured it out. What is it? I think it's my mic. It's my speakers. There you go. So let's try that now. From what I can see, we're experimenting, right? It's
Early days.
no. I think it's my mic. It's my speakers. There you go. It was the speakers. Yeah, I hear you, Yestin. I hear you. I see your comments, bro. Sorry that I'm not replying. Just trying to find out. Yeah. So Sub, it wasn't either your. So we're going back there. There you go. Right. So that's good now. So we are back. So let me see if you are sounding like equal with my voice.
Yeah, 1 2 1 2 check 1 2.
So that's good now. So we are back. So is it now much better, guys? If you are sounding like equal with my voice. So that's good now. So we are back. So yeah, you could hear the phone as well when I turned on the volume to test the live. Is it now much better, guys? If I use headphones, I don't. It's not ideally for the live stream. So Sub, I think they just let me know, guys. Let's do step by step. First of all, let me see if Sub can you hear Sub?
I can hear you guys. Is that clear? Is that loud enough?
So Seb, all, let me see if Sab, can you hear Sab? The thing is, I think the sensitivity of a microphone is too much. Is it now much better? You need sub up high volume and it picks him up. Right, let me see.
How's that now? Is that better now?
I'll put you sub on 150%. So low. Right, when we are testing it, I presume that everyone is having like the sound on 100%, right? I'll put you sub on 150%.
Yeah, my sound's not 100% on my side, but I can hear you just fine.
Okay. So low. Right, when we are testing it, I presume that everyone is having like the sound on 100%, right?
Yeah, my sound's not coming through.
Yes, yes. So I'm gonna put it as 100, 200, 200%.
How's that now? Is that better?
Because it's way different. When I record the videos, the sound bar is way different. Yes, yes. Okay. So I'm gonna put it as 100, 200, 200%.
I think
Because
maybe
it's
you
way
should try
different. When I record the videos,
just try the
sound
headphones,
bar
right?
is... Yeah, but I'm not gonna be able to hear you, Sub. My headphones, because my headphones are going like that. They're big. And that's why I'm saying it's not ideally for... Let me see... No, I can't use even the... Yeah, but I'm not gonna be able to hear you, so... My headphones... Hold on. Let me... Just let's test now your sound, Sub.
So, is there something that I need to do on my side? I mean, I haven't changed anything from yesterday. Mine's exactly the same as what it was yesterday.
Yeah, no, that should be alright, mate. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Right. So it was... There's so many settings, guys. I promise you, I'm already like... I'm not even moving and I'm already like feeling warm. So the
Yes, it
sound...
says you can change audio on DC to headphones.
Yeah, there you go. Right. So it was... There's so many settings, guys. I promise you, I'm already like... I'm not even moving and I'm already like feeling... But you can still hear fans. I don't have any fans though. Not close to me.
Sound coming through now. Is mine sound loud enough, folks? Because my microphone's right
I'll
at my
try
lips.
something. Apologies. That's the bad thing about combining multiple apps. Lesson learned. Let me just put from the phone so we won't have like...
How's that sound now?
No, to me, Sab, it sounds like... Yeah, that should be possibly like the restaurant in the corner. Hold on. Right, I can hear you, Sab. From like, if I'm not producing the video and I'm just a viewer, your sound is good. But I can't hear any music on the background. Okay, I think... there we go. I think Now the microphones should be...
Okay, check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2.
There is a little bit of delay up, so we are live, but there is a delay from the... Yeah, right, that's beautiful. Sub, just make sure, mate, you don't have like speakers close like me. Lesson learned. So, yeah. So, let's do it now properly, like we're back. And going to put it there, and I think it's better. Right, so welcome guys back. We had a few trying to resolve the issues. I think lessons learned.
Okay.
I want to say welcome Yestin, James, who else is here? Walker, and anyone else that is on the live. Thank you so much for your patience. You can see that we just started doing the live streams, and I started doing the live streams as well. So we're back, and I think we are okay right now. I'm going to have the live stream here so I can see the chat. There we go.
Okay, welcome guys. Welcome guys who's joining. So hi James 007. Nice to see you, mate.
James is here,
Yes,
yeah.
man. Yeah, okay. We've got Walker in the house. MSK, oi oi. MSK's in the house.
MSK, yeah, I just saw the message, by the way. Thank you, Sub. MSK, yeah, of course. James is here, yeah. I think now we are good. Let me know, guys.
MSK. See, MSK's in the house.
MSK, yeah,
I can hear echo now.
I just saw the message. Yeah. So I'm gonna fix that. Yeah. So now we shouldn't have an echo.
Okay. All right. So I'm just testing for the echo, guys. Echo.
Yeah. Echo. Do we have an echo?
I don't think so. I'll just wind you up. I think it's so good. I think it's good.
I think it's good. I think it's all right now. Right. So let's head back towards the news, right? And again, I have to apologize about the issues, but it's all about growing. It's all about growing. Have to mention that, right? Nothing is going to be perfect when we start, and you can see it. But what it matters is that we're still here, we're still doing it, and we're still learning and progressing. So, Sab, I just want to share this for a minute. The information you mentioned it before to me about the Japan SBI, and MSK says you guys seen the sudden drop in crypto. Bring up the XRP chart. I will do. Let me just share this because apparently I missed it. I didn't even know about it, and Sab mentioned it. So Japan's SBI forms new blockchain ties with Circle, Ripple, and Startail. SBI partners with Circle, Ripple, and Startail to launch stablecoin ventures and a tokenized asset trading platform in Japan. Now, I don't know if Japan has any trading platform like we do, like eToro, Robinhood, Bull, and all these, Coinbase. I don't know what platforms Japan has. Possibly they are using these. But further down it says Japanese financial conglomerate. I need to search this up, to be honest, for a minute, because unless you know what it means, conglomerate.
The conglomerate, yeah.
Conglomerate, yeah.
That's when companies get together and join forces.
Okay, new word for me as well. That's brilliant. SBI linked new blockchain partnerships with USDC issuer Circle XRP developer Ripple, and the Web3 company Startail. Now, about Startail, I have no idea, Sab, I have to be honest. I don't know if you
Yeah.
have heard anything about it.
I haven't heard anything about StarTel yet, but I do know that SBI and Ripple have been in cahoots for a long time. Uh, Basically, SBI Holdings is a Japanese financial service company. It's not the it's not like the State Bank of people think SBI is State Bank of India, but it's not. The SBI is the Japanese one, which is SBI Holdings has a long-standing, multifaceted relationship with Ripple. They've had a joint venture with SBI Ripple Asia in 2016. The two companies formed a joint venture to promote Ripple's blockchain technology for payments across Asian countries like Japan, China, South Korea, and some other countries there. So XRP for cross-border payments, SBI uses Ripple's technology and XRP Ledger for international remittances already, citing lower costs and faster settlement times. In 2021, SBI Remit became the first in Japan to use XRP as a bridge between the two fiat currencies. So this is not new news. This has been happening for ages. SBI was one of the first big firms to invest heavily in Ripple. So people may be talking about it today, but this relationship's been building for years.
Perfect. Yeah, as I said, that I've missed it, but I thought that is a great opportunity to create a video out there, to make a content out there, so whoever missed it like me, they can actually watch it and see what it's all about. Now, SBI Group announced the 3 separate partnerships on Friday, so 2 days ago, and including stablecoin related collaborations with US companies such as Circle and Ripple, and a new tokenization project with Singapore based Startail. So we are going to do a little bit of research about Startail and what is it about, and then we are going to make another video and bring like what is it, what are they actually doing, and so and so and so. So in cooperation with Startail, SBI plans to build an on-chain trading platform for tokenized stocks and real-world assets, RWAs, to enable 24/7 trading. So, Sab, correct me if I'm wrong, but does that mean something like eToro and Robinhood and for cryptos such as Coinbase?
The Startail are basically a Web3 technology company and basically making enhancing autonomy and innovation for a more like equitable future. They do like cloud services and stuff like that, so that they can integrate companies, to do something better together. I'm a little bit new to this company because they've just basically USDC, Ripple, and Startail are joining forces so they can create something together, so it can work, hand in hand. Basically, they're joining forces to launch a revolutionary on-chain trading platform, like you said, for crypto, tokenizing stocks and real-world assets, so they can bring it all into under one umbrella, which is going to be really big. Because they want something that's more specific for the market. Instead of using old platforms, they're building a new one that's gonna use those 3 technologies together.
Right. That's I think that's really good. That's wonderful. It's a new project, apparently, tokenization project. So yeah, I can see a few things that we can go through, like as part of stablecoin collaborations with Ripple and Circle, SBI will explore new ways to promote adoption of Circle's USDC, and we can see right now the price is currently like 0.99 cents, right? And Ripple USD, which is the RLUSD stablecoin, and I'm not gonna go through this. Only that the Ripple announcement refers to a new memorandum memorandum,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
of understanding with Ripple Labs on distributing RLUSD in Japan with SBI VC trade aiming to make the stablecoin available during the fiscal year ending March 2026. Now, sub, now that we said about, now that we gave a number about the year, I want to ask you, mate. We had conversations about the circle that crypto coins they've got circles, right? So do you want to go a little bit about it?
No, so Circle is basically the company that IPO'd Alex, which is a USDC. So they IPO'd not long ago. Actually, Ripple was trying to buy Circle, and so they could expand their stablecoin market. And so it's actually one of the biggest stablecoin providers right now. But the fact that Circle and Ripple are going to join forces together in this thing in Japan shows that they've already been working together in the past and looking to work together in the future. And so it looks like a good looks like a good union of companies.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, obviously I don't want to present myself as I know a lot about crypto. Like it's a new stage for me, so I'm learning and bringing the video out there. So thank you, Sub, for the job that you are doing right now to give us a little bit of transparency on the subject.
Yeah, yeah, no worries.
I'm going to bring the chart. Yeah, sorry, mate.
No, go ahead.
I'm going to bring the chart that MSK requested about XRP. To me, guys, right now, if you want to talk a little bit about the technical analysis, to me, I still have the $2.73 as a really big key support level, right? On previous videos, I said that I'm keeping the three resistances. For example, the $3.16, the $3.21, and $3.28. I know that for some people can be like, okay, Alex, but you only have like a resistance every 5 cents, right? It's not like that. You can see it here. It's the difference is 9 cents. It's where I see on a daily basis key levels. So for example, 273, I can see here that after we jumped straight, like we had so many days, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days before a red candle appears, right? And we can see all these levels, right? So I'm not taking it as a retest, but what I see as a retest is 2nd of August, which is a massive red candle over there that it broke the first support level, it kept going down, and it broke the second support level. So that's here, the retest. And then next day, on the 3rd of August, we can see two really big, nice green candles, which is a bullish momentum, right? The signal is bullish, not momentum. So I'm taking it as a retest. So 2 retests, and then we almost had the 3rd retest on 22nd of August. And this is why I'm expecting still the $2.73. I want to see if it's going to retest it for the 3rd time and then bounce back up, because we could receive some great news and never retest it. So I have to give both perspectives. But yeah, like we broke the support level on at $2.86. We kept going up on the same day, which was 2 days ago, and that was, I think, yeah, Friday. So Friday, why that green candle over there, right? There is an explanation. So we had the Jackson Hole meeting, and Jerome Powell, which is the Fed chair, gave a speech, and it sounded really, really positive about September having rate cuts. But having said that, I don't want to present it as, yeah, it's going to happen. Like the facts and his speech are showing positive towards that direction that we are going to have rate cuts. But we can't know for sure 100%. Like there could be a change. He can come back into 17th. Is it sub? I think
Yeah, September the 17th should
September.
be
Yeah. So
meeting.
he can go back and say some other things that can affect the market, and then we don't see anything, right? It can change from second to second. We don't go like, oh yeah, it's going to happen 100%. I'll never present anything that is going to happen 100% as we don't really know. So having said that, that justifies the green candle on Friday. And as we saw, the stock market as well went back up, right? So now we see the reality on Saturday that this gives us a bearish signal, and it did break again from the support level, which was the 302, and it didn't stay. It went back up, right? So we closed on a Saturday above the support level, but today we went up as Ethereum kept going up, right? We saw Ethereum going up, but Bitcoin going down. So XRP had a little bit of a pump. I would put it into a bracket, the word. So that's why you never need to chase the pump. Don't chase the pump, right? And I think that's the best thing that we can put it out there. And if you want to think about it as a financial advice, that's the best advice to keep you safe. Do not chase the pump. So as you see, it went straight back down, right? And now it's breaking the support level, which is currently at $3.01. And could that mean that we can go and retest the 294? If we do, there are two perspectives. It's either retest the support level at 294 and bounce back up, or break below and go for the next support level. And that's why I'm keeping always 3 support levels in my mind, and as a target the 273, and the same situation with the technical analysis on the resistance in this technical analysis. I always keep the 316, 321, 328 before I can get a signal. I'm not just rushing to say like, oh, I'm seeing it there. No, I'm still expecting to see more signals about it. And I think that's why I've stayed away from it personally. That I sold it at 342, I think 347. I took the profit and then went back into the stock market. Now I'm just not buying, because to me $3 in a long term, yeah, it could be like a good investment, but I'm trading currently with crypto especially. So I'm just chasing to make a little bit of more profit. It's more risky. It's way more risky, but that's just me. That's my strategy and my plan. So
Okay, Alex, can I just really jump in real quick here, please?
yes, please, mate.
Yeah, I didn't want to stop you right away, but obviously, you know, you were looking in the chat as well, and MSK mentioned look at the markets right now. Obviously, there hasn't been a crash today, but basically, what's happening today, the market saw like a slight overall downturn right there, with the total crypto market capitalization decreasing 1.4% from last week. So the largest cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum also experienced a 36% and 66% drop in the 24-hour trading volumes, respectively. So while the overall 24-hour trading volume of the market saw a slight decrease, obviously, you know, we had Ethereum go up to all-time highs, and it was, I think it hit just almost under 5,000. Let me have a look. Hit, 4,955. It was an all-time high, and obviously, you know, people are going to start taking profits there because they haven't seen that number before.
Yep.
And before it hits the 5,000 round number, people start getting scared, like, oh, people are going to sell, people are going to sell. So people are obviously going to start selling and start taking their profits. There's a lot of whales in the market, and you know, they're going to start taking some profits, let the prices come down, buy back in. So that's creating this overall downturn. So I just wanted to bring you that real quick because we have to address obviously the markets, what's happening right now on the crypto side. So back
Absolutely.
to you, Alex.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sal, for that. I want to say hello to Nimisha. Nimisha is back with us again, Sab.
Hi,
And
Alicia.
good evening, and good evening, everybody. And James has made a quick question on if I like the crypto CRO, which is Kronos.
Yeah.
Um, Personally, there is a limitation to me, and I'll break it down in a really, really short version of it. I don't have much amount, like my capital is really low at the moment, and I'm just trying to take every opportunity to make it like times two or times three up. So if I believe, though, if it is a good crypto coin, I think it can do great. I haven't done proper research about it, so I can't give like a certain answer. But Sab, I think,
Okay, I can come in here a little bit.
yeah.
James, yeah, I think Kronos is a good coin to be looking into. I've been in this space before. I A while ago I was in. Let me see, probably. Um, I was in around probably November, December last year. I was in, and that actually that's when I sold. I got in around. Early November, at around 8 or 9 cents. And when the markets pumped up and went crazy in November, we all remember that. I got out around the 21 cents price, and I put all that my money back into XRP. But it was a nice little play there. But I saw that it was starting to decline, but I think it's still a good currency, and because it's crypto.com's native currency, and what do new investors look at when they come into the market? They're going to look at crypto.com. Oh, well, that makes sense. Let me have a look at that. And also, the CEO of crypto.com was also at a lot of the meetings with President Trump, as you well know, James. I'm sure you've been watching the market. I think it has a good future, and I think a lot of people, and especially new people, will be getting into it, especially at the beginning of the journey. But I think it has real room to grow, and it's not a bad crypto to be involved with. But make sure everybody's doing their research and the use cases of it. Absolutely, it's a great place to be. But make sure, because what they started doing was they used to burn their coins. They used to have they used to have a burn, but now they reissued an X amount of coins, which was a little bit scary for me because instead of just sticking to one plan, but they had a vote. They went through the whole voting procedure, and they came through at the other end, and I think they want to grow this coin for the future. So it's a good one. I think it's sitting around 16 cents right now. So since May it had gone down to about 8 or 9 cents, but right now it's sitting at 16 cents. So it's up 77%. So it's not bad over the year. So it's good. It's good coin.
Yeah,
Kronos.
yeah.
Am I looking to get in some?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm looking to get into crypto back again when I reach specific goals. That's the sentence that I want to put up. That I've got specific goals, and currently it doesn't involve crypto, unfortunately. But an investment is an investment. If I see an opportunity, why not? And that includes XRP or Ethereum or Kronos or anything, right? Which makes more sense if I go now to Kronos and put like $100 or £100. It makes more sense that I have bought like in a low price, while XRP is at $3 and Ethereum is 4,000 something. I just want to bring that up, Sab, if you allow me for a minute, that we saw about Ethereum. It had a crazy run today, and it reached to an all-time high, which was above, as you said, Sab. What was the price you gave?
I think it was 4,955. You know, so
Yeah.
just before hitting that 5,000 mark, and I think people got a little bit of, you know, human beings have this tendency to look at round numbers, and you know,
Yes.
it's look. I'm just it's not real science or anything like that. But if you look into stocks markets and stuff, people tend to look at round numbers. We're just the way we're programmed, and I think that people just liquidating taking their profits, you know, before it hit that number.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the resistance level, Alex, for Ethereum today?
For Ethereum, and I'll just put it out there, which is going to be more clear. So if you can, let me just remove this. There we go. So from what we can see, the back in 2021, specifically 1st of November, we saw Ethereum going to $4,884, and then we can see all this bearish momentum since then. So if we calculate a little bit the percentage that it went down from that moment, I'd put it here till, let me see, here. So from the highest point to the lowest, which the lowest is back in 22, 1st of June, right? So almost a year after, we were still going down, and it dropped by 82.13%, Sab. So that's a massive bearish momentum, I'd say.
Okay.
And we can see the volatility that crypto market has comparing to the stock market. But having said that, I don't want to leave it like there. So if someone invested back then, 1st of June 2022, let's say that you did the perfect investment, which I've done twice in thousands, I believe, in the times that I invested. So it's a really low percentage to actually time the market. And if someone made the perfect trade, for example, let's say investment there, and invested at that point at the lowest and kept it until now that we passed the resistance and went further up, it would be 447.6% up. So we're talking about really high volatility over the years and months or days or anything. So yeah, just to answer, mate, in short version, 2021 we had the resistance at 4,884, and currently we went for $4,950 approximately. So it's making a little bit of a sense when you see like monthly and weekly and daily. Now daily we can see now that we went further down from the resistance, which at the point that it was up, it was working as a support level. So now that we broke back below from the support level, it becomes resistance, and we're still trading to $4,732. Now, short version, I can tell that we could possibly have another retest at $4,332 and then bounce back up. Or if we break that support level, we should anticipate the next support level, which is 4,110. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It affected the market, the crypto market. We saw it. Like I can bring you like Bitcoin. It keeps going down. Ethereum goes down. XRP goes down. You see, it broke the support level at 302. Now it's working as a resistance. So HBAR, it did a little bit of a pump, same situation, comes down.
Yeah.
And that's why we never buy the pump. We buy the when it comes down.
Yes, sir.
Yestin says nice dividend coming up on the 28th. Zig. And the real goat of the shoe is Savage Faith. Savage Faith is our sponsor, and I cannot thank her enough. And if you guys want to check her out, check the real name is Savage Faith Creations, and I will post on the description down below the link where you can actually visit her store and have a little bit of a research. And if you like something, which I bet you will like it, you can customize your own thing with if you have like your own photo or logo or anything for your loved ones as a present or for yourself.
Sounds good. Having faith.
Savage Faith Creations, yes sir. Now, Sab, I noticed on another news, I think that's done. I think that's the one that I've seen almost an hour ago, and it's about Ethereum, and it says institutional investors increasingly prioritize Ethereum as Fed rate cuts drive outperforms versus stocks, gold, and Bitcoin in 2025 cycles. Now, the way I read it here, it gives me the opinion that, oh, we are going to have Fed rate cuts. I don't want anyone out there to actually think that we are giving like 100%. We are only just giving our opinion. We are not giving financial advice or anything at all. But yeah, as long as you do the research, again, I have to say that you should try to learn as much as possible. And I think this is one of the main reasons that I'm away from crypto, because I don't really know much about it, like how I know about Nvidia and or the
No,
stocks.
absolutely. Everybody looks into stocks and things that they're interested in. Nobody can claim to be the expert on everything. So all we can do is, look at what we're interested in, and look into it and see, and try and do our research as much as possible. And we can only deliver what we can get and verify. Usually we try and verify. Sometimes I'll say things because I'm just making things up in my mind and connecting dots.
Yeah.
And guys, don't take all everything I say as as gold. Because I'm just my brain's working at different angles. So I'm just saying that it's not financial advice, but just let you guys know that we just try and do our best to give you the news that we can give you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And this is why I didn't stop the live, mate. I think it's valuable people to see that it's actually brand new. I'm not an expert on all this tech, how to check like the sound or the video or anything like that. It's just on time. Like we are live and doing it. I could go, stop the live stream and fix everything and then go back and redo a live stream. But I believe it has a value to actually see that nothing is going to be perfect. And I'm talking now in a general perspective of a journey. Nothing is going to appear as perfect. You're going to have your struggles, you are going to have life difficulties. It's all about how you take the lesson and then progress and then make something out of it. So that's a little
Alex,
bit.
I have some other news on Ethereum though. BNB chain surpassed Polygon in 7 days of NFT sales. If you guys know that NFTs are like non-fungible tokens. It's a unique like digital asset recorded on a blockchain that serves as a certificate of authenticity and ownership. for specific digital or physical items, like a piece of art, video, or collectibles, something like that. Some stuff like that. Unlike cryptocurrencies, which are fungible and interchangeable, each NFT has distinct properties, creating a verifiable and permanent record of its ownership and in the public ledger. So, basically, with saying that, um, there's a lot of NFTs are bought on Ethereum. So Ethereum's like they've grown this broad space where a lot of things are happening on the platform. So Ethereum dominated with 56.6 million in sales and 258,000 transactions, maintaining its role as a primary high-value NFT hub. So Mythos outperformed Solana. So Solana is obviously doing the same type of thing as well. But as far as NFTs go, Ethereum is like at the top of the chart. Ethereum remained the dominant force in the NFT market, recording a total of 56.57 million in sales during the same period. The network attracted 55,264 buyers and 48,631 sellers, reinforcing its position as a primary platform for high-value and blue-chip NFTs. Despite growing competition from other blockchains, Ethereum's market share in liquidity and transaction volume remains substantial, reflecting its entrenched position in the NFT ecosystem. So that's just another little thing that we say little, but it's huge.
Yeah.
The business that's been run on Ethereum. So it does really just make sense that Ethereum's now growing up, even though it's the second biggest crypto coin. It's going to take more and more market share, and things are going to start trickling down from Bitcoin eventually, because there's only so much you can buy. People are going to want to take profits, and they're going to buy Ethereum, they're going to buy altcoins, and altcoins season is right around the corner, folks. So look out for that.
Absolutely. That was great news, to be honest, Sab. Even that we might think sometimes that we might read something that is going to be a little, but every information you can see, like yourself as well, that it plays valuable reason, like it plays a valuable actually part of the whole information game. Let's put it out there that if you learn, you don't want only one big news, but if you can gather like small parts, small pieces, and then you can connect the dots, it's actually really, really helpful. I want to say, James, thank you for letting us know, mate, for the picture and audio is good. I'm glad that you're enjoying the live stream. I hope everyone is doing it. Hope everyone is enjoying it. And Nimisha, before I read Nimisha's comment, if you guys want to be part of the phone call, let me know and I can add you on to the Discord on this live calls channel. And Nimisha said the Fed rate cut is a bad sign. Powell said that the data is now indicating that the economy is in trouble and an intervention of a rate cut may be necessary. On that,
Yeah.
I just want to add that I don't disagree with you, Nimisha. I think we've seen unemployment claims and we've covered it. It was 10,000 more people this time filling the form about unemployment benefits or claims, or however you want to say it. So that indicates that in the unemployment rate is going up, and hopefully we are going to cover it on 1st of September. We are going to have the results about the unemployment rate, if it's going to be 4.2, so as a pause, or if it is going up to 4.3. Personally, I believe it's going towards that direction, 4.3, and yeah, I agree with you that the economy is in trouble. Like, I used to have the same thought of, oh, you know what, the stock market is going up. It doesn't matter. That doesn't specifically, that's not the economy of United States of America, for example, or of a country. So I just wanted to point that out, Sub, out there, because such as myself, I used to think about it that stock market is the economy of United States, and after 3 years of this journey, I've learned that it isn't.
Mm. I agree with you, Namisha. It is a bad sign. I think that's what Fed Powell's been waiting for, and they want the economy to be weakening for them to be able to start printing money. Literally, that's what they do. They just wait for the to be. So that's what Donald Trump's been saying. Now they're too late. They're too late. We need to get ahead of it instead of waiting for it to go bad before we start helping the economy. So they've just been holding it off, and so they can get quantitative easing back in and start printing more money. And yeah, it's just been a delay. It's been a delay tactic. We haven't needed it, to be honest. The economy has been doing quite well. Well, the markets have been doing well. We can't say the economy's been doing well. We could say the markets have been doing well.
Yeah.
The economy is usually, it's ahead, and we don't see the figures until 6 months later. And I think that's what Fed Powell's just been waiting for. Is it in a bad state? People like us on the ground who run businesses, we see what's going on day to day. These people up there in the big offices don't see that. They get the figures 5 or 6 months later about what's happening, and the people on the ground can feel. I talk to businesses on a day-to-day basis. How's business? Oh yeah, prices are going up. This is happening. That's happening. People aren't spending as much money, so we see it on the ground level. But absolutely, I agree with you, Namisha, completely. It is a bad sign that the economy's not doing as well, but markets are doing great. So once we see the quantitative easing start to happen, we're going to start seeing more liquidity coming to the markets. And crypto, will the crypto market go up? Yes, it will. Will the stock market start going up again? Yes, they will. And hopefully, people can have more money. But the problem is, when it's good on one side, it's bad on the other side, because we're going to be printing more money, which is going to be inflationary, and so it's catch-22. But that's what they do. This is how the governments are run, and unfortunately, that's just the way it is.
I have to agree
Yeah,
with you,
that's all I have
Sab,
to say.
which I think when we are going to have like the rate cuts, hopefully September, and we see the market is moving into a new all-time highs, I think that's when at some point we are going to see the prices overvalued, and that's, we're not gonna see it as a fear, but right now we are currently into like a greed mode, so that could lead into overvalued, and then we could have, I think, more than 20% uh, going down. While right now we can see a little bit of 8%, 15%, some other stocks 20%. Uh, but yeah, I think when we reach into the all-time highs, I think that's when things can not can go bad, but we should expect of it. We shouldn't, and that's the main reason why we shouldn't buy the pump. Uh, so yeah,
Yeah,
um,
agree.
James says in the UK the economy is in trouble. Prices just keep going up, and a lot of people are struggling more and more. A lot of businesses and shops are shutting down. I think the UK economy is getting into trouble. Ever since the year 2000, I have seen a decline in the UK. About that, I have to agree personally that when I moved in UK back in 2017, then returned back to Greece after a year, and then I came back in UK 2020. I could see a little bit of a difference, but when I moved in, it was after the Brexit, and we still had at that time a little bit of time to do our papers and everything. But I think I used to support that. Yeah, UK can support themselves, and they have their own businesses and everything, uh, comparing to you to Greece, right? But I think right now I can realize that the Brexit didn't actually help. And I found out a bit of an article or an assumption, or I don't know, like I'm still searching about it, that it suggested that we should go back to Europe as a European Union. So, did we get busted with the Brexit? I think yes. I think yes, and that's why possibly the prices are keep going up and up and up. Like the whole situation with tax going up, electricity is going up, food is going up. It's not ideally it's not good. So many rich people are now moving out of the UK. I'm laughing because I've thought about now a few examples. Sub, me and you, we know already. I don't want to put it out on a live, but I think yeah, when you are trying your best and you build something, and then the government comes in and says from now on you need to pay 40%. Like of course they are going to search somewhere else. Dubai has zero tax, for example. So should we move all to Dubai?
Mhm.
Like I wouldn't say no, sub. If life allowed me, and it was a
You know,
different style.
I, I, I agree with you, James, and obviously Alex. Look, I was raised in England. I was there from 1973 till 2006. So, a good 30 plus years. And, it was great. It was great growing up in England in the 70s and the 80s. I had a great time. It was lovely, and, obviously, everybody has problems here and there and everywhere. And, that's just part of growing up. But since leaving the UK in 2006, I've been here approximately 19 something years in the US, and I go back. So every time I go back, I do see a decline. And sometimes, when you go back to a place, it always seems that seems smaller. I don't know, and it seems, different every time you go back. But I have seen a decline. Well, it's not in a shambles, I don't say, but I think it has faced huge challenges such as like sluggish growth, cost of living crisis, long-term impacts of Brexit. Because what happened? They got out of Brexit, but they didn't really get out of Brexit, if you know what I mean. They got rid of the benefits of Brexit, but they still had hundreds and thousands of people still coming into the country like it was open borders Brexit. And they weren't able to control that, and the governments haven't been able to control that, which has just been really bad for the country and for the the morale of the British. Thinking the jobs have been taken, and just more and more people are coming, and it's been the same stuff that's been happening over here in the USA with the open borders. The people have been coming over, illegally, and it's not it's not good for the economy, especially when there's people here that need looking after. It might sound a little bit, not even confrontational, but might sound a little bit, bad to one side or the other. But you know what? We do need to look after the people that live in the country first. I believe. I'm an immigrant. I've always been an immigrant. I was an immigrant in England. I was born in India, so I was an immigrant in England. I'm an immigrant here in the USA. So so I know the effects of how it is. But you know what? We did it legally. We did it all legally.
Yeah.
Came over. We pay our dues. We pay our taxes. We do all the things that we're supposed to do. And we're not taking off the government. Just taking money off the government willy nilly. And if people can afford to pay for people who who have come into the countries illegally and not look after the people that were born there, you know, it's a conflict of interest. It's just not, it's not right. I mean, obviously you're going to get some kind of pushback on that unless you're a super rich country who can afford to do that. It's fine, you know, it'd be okay. But all the countries aren't super rich, you know, and people are struggling and people are suffering. So, you know, it might be a bit of a controversial subject, but, you know, I'd just say how I see it, and I believe that everybody should have you know, an opinion and be able to, you know, uh, uh, say their opinion, you know, and that's how I feel about it. But you know, I'm not against, obviously I'm not against immigration. I think it's a great thing. I think diversity is the cornerstone of the United States, and it's a fantastic thing. But you know, there are certain rules and regulations that you need to follow once you get into a country, and if you follow the laws and you follow the rules, you know, everything should be hunky dory. So that's what I have to say on that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm an immigrant as well, so I think
Yeah.
it's a great opportunity being given from a different country, and I've got lots of respect. But if end of the day, you have to think what's best for you, right? So if someone wants to immigrate into like more than two different countries or three, they should have that privilege and freedom to make the documentations and fill in the forms and everything. But with immigration, we know what we are expecting going to another country, right? Nothing is perfect. I think every country has made mistakes and has made opportunities out there for many people, and totally agree. Now, James mentioned about the difference between some kind of years. I think, James, we can't really go back to the good old times. But what I want to only say about it is that I agree. The 80s, 90s, maybe our parents will say, you know, the 50s, 60s, 70s were brilliant years, but it's all about what we can make now. What we can can we make things better, right? And when I'm saying that, it's not only up to us; it's up to the government, it's up to people in general, and unfortunately, you know, some people don't want to make things better for a country or anything like that. But I want to go a little bit further, a little bit up towards the comment sub. MSK said that he thinks XRP dip to 299 was a great opportunity and he bought more. LOL.
Awesome.
Nimisha also says that there is no way that inflation is around 3%. Her grocery bill is up 100%. I mean, Donald Trump made the egg prices better, right? I'm making a little bit of a joke there, but no,
Yeah, we
yeah,
got the eggs down. We got the eggs down.
yeah,
It was a big deal. Yeah, no, seriously, getting the eggs down was a big. We go through so many eggs in my house. You know, I've got, you know, two lads. You know what I mean, big boys. They're all like 6'4", 6'5". And you know, one of them only comes back now and again. But my other lad's here. But we go through so many eggs, and you know, the price of eggs literally were like 3 times the regular price. But
yeah.
when President Trump got back in, he got the prices back down, and it was excellent.
Yeah, it was like eggs are the breakfast, like the general breakfast, I think, in UK and USA. Everywhere.
For so many things.
Yeah,
You can use them for so many things, you know. And but you know, I agree with Namisha. You know, the cost of produce and cost of you know, generally in the store, the costs have gone up. Look, I own a restaurant, so we have to buy. You know, obviously the all the stuff every, you know, daily or weekly, and we see price increases like maybe 5 or 6 times a year in cash and carries, and where we go buy our stock for the restaurant, and as a restaurant, we can only put our prices up once a year. And if we put them up twice a year, that people are going to go crazy. Like literally this year, we haven't put the prices up because we're feeling like, the people need a little bit of help. Don't put the prices up yet. We'll wait a little longer. Because you're trying, keep your customer base happy. But inflation happens every year. There's no apologies. Prices at the cash and carries go up every year. There's no apologies. They just put them up because that's otherwise you can't afford to make money. So, prices are going to keep increasing. But people's wages aren't increasing, with that at the same time. So I completely hear what you're saying, and I think a lot of people are feeling the pinch, and we can see it in our customers and with other businesses, we are feeling the pinch, and hopefully something changes here, because I've seen a lot of businesses that are closing down. And I think James mentioned that earlier on here as well.
Yeah.
He mentioned that a lot of businesses are closing down, and you can see that. And when people can't make money, they're going to have to close down their businesses, which is not good for anybody, because small businesses are the backbone of all these countries.
Yeah, 100% agree. And we can see it especially with farmers. Farmers have been like the is it the word cornerstone? Something like that,
Yeah.
cornerstone,
Yeah.
right? And it's been for many countries, right? Greece, for example, when we adopted euro and we gave up on our own coin, then everything got affected. Like the farmers, especially farmers, they got destroyed by big companies, and I think you need that. You need farmers. You don't need big companies. Like, okay, I get it from a perspective of a business. Someone wants to make money or expand or whatever, but then think about it from the perspective of all those people that they got replaced by one big company, right? They can't sell their products, and that was, I think, the biggest affection in Greece, sub, and everyone who's
Yeah.
watching, that it affected our economy, and we can't allow it to other countries, right? That's what I believe. Like, if something happens, I would try to not allow it to happen to someone else. I would try to help, but it's a long discussion that
Yeah. We need farmers. We need small farmers, big farmers. We need them all. But the problem is, a lot of companies, or the big farming conglomerates. There's that word again, Alex. Conglomerates. The big
yes,
farming conglomerates getting together and taking over a lot of the small farmers, and taking over their livelihoods. And by reducing prices, they'll just open a huge firm right next to the small farmers, and they'll undercut them so that the small farmers can't make money. And this has been happening for years. They're basically they're taking over, and taking away people's livelihoods. This is happening on a daily basis, not just in farming, but in businesses too, in companies.
yeah,
But this is a problem. It's a huge problem that needs to be dealt with, and it needs to be addressed. How that's going to happen, I don't have um, uh, anything for you on that. I'll have to look into it more and more. But absolutely, it's a huge problem right now. People are losing their livelihoods.
yeah, absolutely. I want to welcome Wingo on our live. Hope you are well, mate. Let us know in the comments.
Wingo, what?
There is a lot of comments there. Nimisha says she's Indian, born in East Africa. You know what? I have to say it. I love hearing about different cultures and different ethnicities. There is something exciting about it. So she's Indian. She was born in East Africa, grew up in England, and now she lives in US. She immigrated twice, and I think that's fantastic. Like having that privilege of, and it's actually really hard choice that I realized it over the years that it takes a lot of power to actually live from where you were born so you can find something better. So a lot of respect on that. And we've got a few ones.
I had exactly the same journey. We've done it twice as well, and yeah, it does take something. It takes fortitude, it takes strength, it takes a foresight to be able to say, okay, I'm going to move my whole life to another country, and I'll tell you what, those people who do those things are people who become successful. That's why a lot of immigrants who came in the 50s and 60s, 70s became strong, and they were willing to work hard, and to make a life. But that's a problem these days is people are just pouring in and not willing to do the work.
Yes.
Before, people were willing to do the work and be part of the community and be part of society and put the work in. I'm not saying everybody, guys. I'm not trying to paint everybody with the same brush. I'll never do that, But I'm all up for working hard, paying your dues, being part of the society that you're living in, and like they say, when in Rome, be like the Romans. It doesn't mean you have to change your religion, you change it, but at least adapt to the society that you're living in. That's just it's not a big ask.
Yeah, yeah. Now you give me a perfect idea, Sab, over there with what you just said about the Romans. If someone is not willing to go through the difficulties that life throws us, there's not gonna be a progress. And the perfect example is that I can talk about history a lot, but I'm going to put that out about Rome. Rome wasn't built in one day. Think how many years passed until Rome became what it was, right? That huge country, or I'm going to put it as country, but it wasn't built within one day, and I think that's the beauty of it, right? If you've got everything in perfection, I think you're not gonna appreciate that, and I'm saying it because when I moved here, I've learned how to appreciate my home. I've learned how to appreciate my current home. I've learned how to appreciate more my family, my time, work, and everything. So with hard work, you can only be benefited, and I just want to put that out. And I think this can represent the channel as well, Sab, that Rome wasn't built in one day, but with time passing, I think we're going to do absolutely fantastic day. Like today, we had a few technical issues, and I'll put myself, because I manage the tech here.
Yeah, it was your fault. It was your fault, Alex.
Yeah,
It was all
I'll
your
put
fault.
it as my fault, mate. But yeah, I see it as an opportunity, to learn. And now that I know what's going on, I can be better on the next live. Because sometimes I might go on my own. Sometimes we will have like the phone calls, and so and so and so. So to me, I see it as okay. Yeah, it might disappoint some people, but I see it as an opportunity of learning and progressing out of it. So yes, MSK Empire. Mate, I know that you are my man. You are my man. You're my guy about history. Yeah, Roman Empire. But specifically, I mentioned Rome because of the Colosseum, because of, like, you can see it even now. If you go visit, for example, Rome, and you see like the roads that they built, the roads, mate.
Yeah,
Like we can
amazing.
have.
Look, I lived in Newcastle for the longest time, probably 20 some plus years, and we lived right next to Hadrian's Wall, because Hadrian's Wall is what was built by Emperor Hadrian back when the Romans were there, and divided England from Scotland. And it was that far away from Scotland. It was almost 100 miles away from Edinburgh. But Hadrian's Wall was right there in Northumberland, and we used to go there, and look at this ancient wall that's been there for so long. And the roads, you see certain roads that were built, they were actually Roman roads that motorways were built on. Of time after time. I think the A1 originally was a Roman road, and then obviously they built roads on top of it. But
they're still surviving.
Things aren't built in one day. Obviously, it takes time. It takes time and effort. And you're exactly right. Alex, obviously I was blaming you before that it was your fault, and it was. But
no, yeah.
But yeah, obviously, hey, we make you work hard for this. Alex, you're doing a great job. So we got your back. Don't worry.
Absolutely, I appreciate every single one of you again. I appreciate you, Sab, because literally I have to say the truth, right? That I messaged Sab and I said to him, "Hey mate, quick! There is Ethereum news, right? It's going up. It's breaking the resistance." And he mentioned literally he put just a simple sentence there: "I'm just returning home," and he had the time and he put the effort to come on live and be part of the show, and for that I really appreciate that, Sab.
Well, I was out. It was Sunday, but I have to go and check out the business as well. So make sure that everything's being done, and it was all right. I was on my way home, so absolutely happy to join you.
Appreciate it. There is a comment out there that I've seen, and I want to put that out for Nemisha. I'm really sorry that you got called the specific name. I think it's not fair for people to put labels like we're all human beings. It shouldn't matter where we come from or what we are, and what we are, it's ethnicity, right? And I'm really sorry about that. But you know what? I think if we try to see it on a positive way, that person who called you that name is not your friend. So think about having a friend like that, how much you would lose, right? So I'm not trying to justify it. I think it's a terrible thing to say to a human being. Just judge it by that. But yeah, we're not doing that here. We will never judge someone, and we are here to actually make a community that it can feel like home. So I hope we will achieve that. I know I'm going to achieve that. I'm chasing it a lot and spend lots of time in here, which is absolutely fantastic, I think. And a few more comments is that the tariffs are a stealth tax on the US residents. Other countries don't pay it. It's import duty. Now big tariffs on coffee, people will feel that one. I think that's why Trump, I gave credit to Trump by chasing the whole tariff situation, because if for example, like someone is putting a tariff on me for, let's say, aluminium, and they put a 20% tariff, but then I put only 5%, why should he only gain, right? So it's a little bit of a trade. I could go, for example, if you put me 20% on aluminium, I'm coming back to you and put for, I don't know, food, 20%, right? I see it as equal. I see it as fair. But yeah, there was a lot of noise. There were many people that they didn't actually like it. Extreme tariffs, yeah, I think it's a little bit silly, if I'm allowed to use the word. But I think it's fair. What he did, it is fair, and that's my opinion about what Trump did.
I think the whole tariffs thing, I think we need to just see it play out now, because we can't change it. Number one.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, obviously there's it's basically it was a tool for this administration to use as to get all the other countries back into order so they could start paying their fair share. It does seem bad, in certain places, but it's all a negotiation tool. Like I've said that from the beginning. It's just a negotiation tool to get everybody back, on the table so we can negotiate better deals. Yes, is it going to affect the customer? Absolutely. But look, we're looking at also at getting rid of taxes altogether in the USA. They're talking about it. They're deliberating whether we should just get rid of taxes altogether, and the tariffs that they get will be paying for all the taxes. But will prices of things go up then? Yeah, I mean, prices probably will still go up because the people paying tariffs, obviously we're going to have to pay probably a higher cost because they're putting the tariffs, they're using the tariffs and putting their prices up because of the tariffs. So the consumer may end up paying more. But if you're not getting taxed, will it be a wash? So you're literally just paying the same amount of money anyway. You're not paying tax on one side, but you're paying the tariff tax over here. It may be, but I think really we just have to watch this whole thing play out and see where it's going. I know India's standing up to Trump and saying, "Hey, we don't need you, Trump. We don't need you. It's not the old world now where you push us around." And I'm proud of the Indians for doing that. But they'll come to a deal too, because Modi obviously just he's a hard deal maker just like Trump, so they're gonna butt heads for a little while, and then they'll come to an agreement because it's all business at the end of the day. Everybody needs each other, for trade, but it's negotiations, and it'll take a little bit of time, but I think once we see it play out, it's just like watching any new government come in to see what they're going to do. It's better than just stopping, just reversing what the last government did.
Yeah.
Which has been happening for too long in the two-party system. One government comes in and just reverse everything the other government did, and then we're back to square one. And then the next party comes in, they reverse everything. So we're basically just flipping a coin, and that's not good. I think we're going to see some substantial change here, and I think all us investors, I think we're going to make some money on the way because we see the opportunities.
Yep.
And
yes, sir.
I think that's what we can do is navigate what's happening, what we can do with the opportunities that arise in front of us, and secure our families' futures. Because we can't control. I mean, obviously we can go out and vote and do this and the other, but we can't control the general narrative. But what we can control is what we do on a daily basis, how we live, how we raise our children, how we take opportunities. We can do that. That is the closest thing to us. So I think that's what I try and focus on. I'm not telling anybody to do that, but that's what I try and focus on a daily basis. Yes, do I care about my country, the economy, and everything? Yeah, I do, but I don't have much control over it. I can be a vote. Yes, I can do that. And but what I can't control is the diamonds I have at home, my children, and for as long as I can. I think they're a bit out of that reach now, but that's all we can really do.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't avoid it. That's for sure.
Yeah. And congratulations, Misha. I just saw that there when you came over to the States and got an engineering degree with honors, and people were just flabbergasted. I love it. I love that. You know what? You fight people with success, and that's the best kind of fight in the world, is when you're just successful and people just go, oh my god, and then you just quiet about it and enjoy. Great.
Yeah. Huge congratulations on that, Misha. I mean, that's an accomplishment right there, and a perfect example that you can still develop yourself and progress, even by moving to a different country, right? Opportunities are out there like massively. So
I think Savage Faith just came into general chat. I think she might be popping in.
Unfortunately, I can't open the general chat because of
No. I think I think she just posted something.
All right.
Just message and tell her to come onto the live.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, absolutely. If
on
anyone wants to call,
live call.
guys, feel free. Just let me know who wants, and I'll add your name straight away. I'm even gonna show it, adding you on the channel on the live calls. Just want to say, James made a comment of it's a big thing to move your life to another country. I have always lived in the UK, but could not imagine moving to a totally new place. It must be difficult, but also rewarding when you settle in. From that, Sab, I think from my perspective, I'm going to say that yes, you can miss your family, you can miss the place you grew up, all the memories and everything, but memories are still inside us, right? Everything is inside us, in our mind, in our brain, and in our heart. And unfortunately, the distance doesn't help with seeing your family a lot as you used to, but it's also part of the journey of building your life. That's how I see it. Sab,
I think distance makes your relationships go stronger
yeah,
in most aspects. It is tough that you're not close, but we could always jump on a flight. I mean, we can't do it every other day, but
only when
it
we
is
become
nice when
financially free.
it is nice. Yeah, it is nice when you go visit, and you've got all these stories to tell, and you're like, hey, we're doing this now, I'm doing this now, and you meet up. Uh, but yeah, I miss bacon buddies from the cafe around the corner, and I miss I miss Greg's pasties. There's certain things I miss going to the pub. English pubs are just way better than American pubs.
Are they?
But oh yeah, it's just different atmosphere. It's great.
I'll
I
have to
miss
figure
Sunday
that out.
dinners. I miss the carvery on a Sunday at the Toby Carvery. Uh, but those things. But every time I come to England, I just like get my hit, and every Sunday I'm there. I'm in the pub on a Sunday, get my Sunday dinner, and I get my kebabs after we crawl out of Weatherspoons on a weekend, and
Oh,
it's great.
Weatherspoons, yeah.
But all my family and everything, yeah, I've still family over there, and we contact each other daily, or every other day at least, and it's nice. But you know what? Moving to the USA in 2006, I never saw myself moving to America. When I was a young kid, obviously, you used to think about Hollywood, blah 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 blah, this that and the other, because that's all we saw, right? American TV,
Yeah.
was Hollywood and stuff like that. But yeah, that was it, and that was as far as it was. But when the opportunity came, I took that opportunity and I opened that door and closed one door and opened another, and it's fantastic. The kids got to move from one country to another, which opens their eyes, and they got to see a totally different lifestyle. And now their kids who have emigrated, and have that as their growth, and they're not afraid to do things like that now in the future as well. They've also been and traveled to like Europe and all that themselves, and they're not tied down to one place. But it's great. The opportunities here in the States have been fantastic. I'm not saying there wasn't any opportunities in the UK. We're doing quite well in the UK, but it's great when you go to a new country. It takes a little bit of getting used to, because you have to adjust to a different country. But it's a new start. It's
Yeah.
a new page, and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like anywhere you go, you can do whatever you want. When I go back to England now, I see opportunities. I'm like, well, why don't they do this? That's because I have a mindset now of living in America and go, well, they'd probably do this in America. Why don't they do this in the UK? You know what? I could do this in the UK if I wanted to. And it's just about being somewhere else and seeing, how different people do things differently. I could move to India now and do any amount of things. Like, it's and with the knowledge that you have from traveling and being around different countries, there's so much more opportunities arise, and I think we just get used to being in one place, and the comfortability of it.
Yes.
And me too. I've been like that in times, but I'm itching to move already. I've been here for nearly 20 years now. I'm thinking that's too long. I need to, I need to move to another country. I've been eyeing up Costa Rica for years, as the guys know in the chat. I'm always like, oh, I think I might go to Costa Rica,
Yeah.
right? But Dubai looks lovely, but it's too flashy for me. It's too kind of built up and officey, or too many high rises. I kind of like a bit more relaxed atmosphere. But yeah, I'll stop babbling now.
No, it's good. It's good, mate. I think traveling around the world is a really nice feeling. It's a really unique feeling, actually. And I don't know about Costa Rica myself, but
Amazing.
we had the conversations about USA and Australia, and I think I mentioned about Sweden as well. Like I think Sweden is a really nice place, and all this Norway, for example, Iceland. I like that, and Canada. But yeah, there is so many places you can actually go and visit. Um, just need to bring that a little bit here. We're still remaining above the support level at $4,752, and I'm expecting to be trading between these two levels, the support level and the resistance level. So it's going to be between 4,752 and 4,884. Now, if we do break below the support level, then I'm expecting to trade around this place, which is $4,332 up to $4,752. But Monday the market is closed. I don't know about crypto market. I think it's still open,
Never
isn't
close
it?
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
never
So
close it.
I think when the stock market opens on Tuesday, that's when we are going to see the signals that we want to see, or when I'm saying we want to see, I'm not meaning that I want this to go up or anything like that. It's we are going to receive the signals anyways to decide where the market is going or not. So there you go. If we do break below, I'm anticipating the $4,332, and then we could bounce back up. But if we do break below the support level as well, this one, and then I'm anticipating the $4,110. That's about Ethereum. Now about XRP, we discussed it before, that I'm still anticipating the $2.73 cents. And I think there is a possible case scenario to see that, to actually go and retest it, and that could be before the rate cuts, if we're going to have rate cuts in September. But I don't think like from the perspective of lines, if we take like this red here, this bearish line up to here, because the key point is the more candles the line touches, it's a more powerful signal. So I think it's a little bit mixed up. So if we see it from here, where the whole bullish momentum came, and we go like here, you can see that the place that we are trading currently is coming to an end. So I'm thinking that 3rd of September, actually 1st of September, and between the days in September, we are going to get the signals. So if we do go below this white line here, which is coming for the uptrend, and if we do break it, then I'm anticipating the lower support levels, and especially the 273, and that's how now I can prove to you guys why I'm anticipating the 273. But then if we do get the signal of going further up, and we are trading between $3.02 up to $3.60, then I will expect a bullish momentum and maybe hit all the resistances and even make an all-time high. But we will have to see. I'm going to leave the lines there so they can justify why I'm saying what I'm saying. And a little bit about HBAR for those who are interested. HBAR, I think it kind of moves in a similar way like XRP. Like we can see from this bearish candle over here, we can see it a little bit. I'm going to put it there, and then from the bullish momentum when it happened, you can see that the window for HBAR is even closer, right? So we're just gonna wait until we receive the signals, and that's about the stock analysis, the technical analysis. Apologies. And just to go back a little bit, it says that Ethereum's 4.7 beta amplifies sensitivity to monetary policy, while its dual alignment with gold and divergence from equities solidifies macro hedge status. And Ethereum ETF inflows $10.8 billion, and it's currently and it's 3 up to 5.2% staking yields outpace gold's zero yield model, supported by Clarity Act and MiCA regulatory clarity. Then you've got further information that Pectra / Denkun upgrades enable 4,000 TPS at $0.08 basically fees, powering 51% of $138 billion stablecoin market and expanding DeFi / RWA use cases. So that's a little bit of a more information about it. I'll come back to you, Sab.
So gold prices, I mean, you can't really compare them. I mean, yes, Ethereum's on a bull run right now. So, obviously it's going to, it's going to outperform versus stocks and gold because it's on a bull run and it's heading up.
Yeah.
This is the bull that we've all been waiting for, and that's what crypto can do. It can 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x, 100x even, right? I'm not saying Ethereum, I'm just saying general. But if you look back at gold prices, if you zoom out, you need to zoom out on gold and see what the difference is. It's been going up and steady. Look at the last year, it's gone up over $1,000 an ounce.
Yeah, let me put the chart so we can see it. I'll put it on weekly, and there we go. So that will be.
So comparing the comparing the two is completely. That's why I keep my commodities separate from stocks and everything. I don't put it in the same channel. Look, I have my commodities, I have my stocks, I have my crypto, and then I have my Roth IRA, which is completely obviously separate.
Yeah.
And so you just keep them separate and don't intermingle them. That's what the system I prefer to use. And I generally don't compare the two. Each one has its own benefits, and they're both ups and downs. So it's best to keep them separate. Yeah, people are loving it right now with Ethereum going up. I'm loving it right now. I've got some Ethereum, and but that doesn't hinder what I'm going to do with my gold or my commodities. So silver's an interesting one to look into, though, folks. Silver has a lot of catching up to do to gold, and usually silver and gold usually run together, but they haven't been doing that for a long time now since gold spiked over the past year or so. So silver is definitely something to look into if you guys like commodities.
Yeah, 100%, mate. I think gold is always going to be in use, and I'll put it out there as from, I don't know, technology. If you want to discuss about it, it's all, you're always going to need gold, especially about CPUs, GPUs, motherboards, and everything. Like, and I'm
And and
talking,
the, and the, and those, Alex, are just the new things or the futuristic things,
yes,
with the
yes,
technology, But gold hasn't just been around for generations; it's been around for millennia.
yeah,
It's something that hasn't gone down. It's culturally embedded into the human psyche that the gold is always there and solid, and it's always there.
yeah,
I don't think it's going anywhere soon. In fact, I'm quite bullish on gold. Contrary to what some people say, but gold, I believe gold can go over the next 10, 15 years. I think it can easily double.
yeah,
But you know, uh, that's me just saying that. That's not financial advice at
yeah,
all.
absolutely.
But it's because I've been invested in gold for a long time, and um, I think that gold is always going to have a place. Some people say Bitcoin is the new gold. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Gold is gold,
Yeah,
and never the two shall be two shall meet. They're separate entities, separate things. But yes, you can give Bitcoin the standard of, oh yeah, it's the gold of the future. In crypto technology, it's the gold of that. Just giving it a standard. It's not going to replace gold. Yes, people are going to probably, in the future, invest more in blockchains and stuff like that. But gold can also be pegged back to um, the dollar.
yeah,
Like we all know, in 1971, Nixon changed that, and we came up with the fiat currency, which is now coming to, as we can see it globally, that fiat currencies are getting weaker and weaker and weaker with inflation, and they're not backed by anything, and that makes them weak. I think a lot of countries in the East are pulling back their gold reserves, and even Scott Bessent is talking about revaluing the gold reserves in the USA, which are still based at $42 an ounce, because they just haven't revalued what the gold price is. I can see the gold getting revalued if it goes back to the price that we are trading at now, which is 3,300 and something. Um,
gold. Yeah, let me bring you
yeah,
the chart, mate. 1 second. 3,371.
right. So if we're at that price now, and that's going to bring trillions and trillions of dollars into the U.S. market just by revaluing their gold.
Yeah,
And if it goes to that price as the reserve, then I could see gold going up substantially for the institutional buyers,
yeah,
because it's going to show so much strength. And I think metals will always be around. It's what we need. Like for all this technological stuff, raw earths, raw metals, raw minerals. Why do you think Donald Trump is trying to get these deals done? In Ukraine and in other countries for the raw earths and raw metals and minerals, because they're needed.
yeah,
China
absolutely.
control over 80% of raw minerals and earth and copper and all those things, and that's why we need to get a substantial portion of that to compete going forward, making chips, making technological breakthroughs. We need those things, and so I think the prices of commodities are going to continue to go up over time. So that's my thoughts on gold. I can't wait. Over the last year, I've seen every ounce of gold go up $1,000. You haven't seen those gains in any stock. Which stock has gone up $1,000 in the last year?
I mean, yeah, it's that's a good question. Uh, I'd use Nvidia, that it was at 1,200 something dollars, but then they had the split, so 1 for 10. But did it go $1,000 up straight away? No. So yeah, you are right. You're right on that.
I mean, what is the highest performing asset in the past year?
The highest performing asset.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good question. I can't say because I don't know all the stocks.
Okay, I'm just typing it in right now.
I think that's the beauty of Grok. We can ask Grok, the AI.
Yeah, I mean, it's more than likely it's Bitcoin or something like that. But while the best performing assets can very significantly be time frame and risk tolerance, specific assets have delivered exceptional returns historically and recent years. For example, tech stocks have driven major market gains over the past decade, while Bitcoin and gold have been the top performers in more recent volatile periods. Best performing assets over the long term. For most of the last century, in the US stock market has been the highest returning asset, outperforming bonds, real estate, and commodities. So, it's gold also a top performer in 2024. Gold value rose due to geopolitical uncertainty and central bank demand. Over the past 20 years, its annualized return has been comparable to the S&P 500. Bitcoin in 2024, Bitcoin was a top performing asset class driven by new exchange traded funds, increasing institutional interest. It also the best performing asset in 2023 and has outpaced all major asset classes over the last decade because it's brand new. It's brand new asset class that's come up and people want to get it in early. And absolutely, that's the best thing to do. If you're in something early and you can see that rise, that's fantastic gains and people are in it. But gold has been tried and tested for millennia, for thousands of years.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Bitcoin's brand new. Bitcoin's brand new.
And do you know now,
But
Sab?
is gold? Yeah.
I'd say that we live in a world based on technology, right? Electronic, kinda, say. But
Yeah.
if anything happens, like if we think about what's the worst case scenario, right? An asteroid hit the planet, right? Or anything at all, right? A war or anything like that. The number one asset that is going to have value and remain and will always remain is gold, right? If you don't have access onto your internet, you don't have access into your crypto, you don't have access into your stocks, right? But
Yeah.
with gold, you've got it in your hand. I'm not talking
Absolutely.
about, investing on stock, not stock, investing in commodity through a brokerage or anything like that. I mean, technically, have it on your hand, like a chain or, I don't know, like I used to have like a chain with a cross because I'm Christian Orthodox. But,
Yeah.
like these things, they've got value. When you hold them, they can be used. Even I think if someone asked me where do you see the world after 3,000 years, I would say the only thing that I can know is that you can use the metals that the earth produced.
Exactly. I
Or,
mean, we're talking extreme case there, but you know
yeah, a
what?
really extreme case.
With geopolitical events happening all around the world, all it takes is one country to just to set off an EMP device, electromagnetic pulse,
Yeah,
which stops any electrical devices working, and all our stocks and shares. I'm not trying to be a scaremonger or anything like that.
No, no.
But if that happens, then all the stocks and shares and markets and everything that we have, on our laptops and stuff like that, it's gone. You can't see it until it comes back on, and then you can use it. But physical gold or physical metals, you can still use. You can still use to trade. You can still barter, sell, and stuff like that. Oh, obviously, I'm not trying to. I'm not hoping. Obviously, nobody wants that, but yeah, it's the ultimate hedge against inflation.
Yeah, yeah,
It's right there. It's used for jewelry. It's used for this. It's used for that, and it's very culturally embedded. Look, 10% of an Indian wedding, just for instance, I can say from my perspective, and probably Chinese weddings too, but I know 10% of an Indian wedding is the amount of gold that people purchase to give as gifts.
yeah,
10%, that's crazy amount of money. It seems ridiculous when you say that, but it just is. That's just what's been done for generations and hundreds of years, thousands of years even.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we humans just have an affinity with gold. I don't know where it comes from, whether it comes from the Anunnaki. If anybody's done a bit of research about that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
the Anunnaki came to take the gold, and it's just that shiny metal that that we're attracted to, and it's something to look at. Obviously, yeah. I've never lost money on gold.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I only wanted to give like emphasize to give to emphasize that it has really big value, and no matter what the price is going to be or whatever, it's still going to have a value. So I wasn't trying to be, pessimistic or anything like that.
No,
It
no,
was
no.
just an
I know.
extreme.
I was just trying to clarify. I was just trying to clarify
Yeah,
that I'm not a doomsdayer or anything like that. So
yeah,
just
no, no. That we're far from that.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it has big value. And I have to point that out that I regret selling my gold when I invested through eToro, because on my journey when I started it 3 years ago, we are about to close 3 years ago, and if you take out the half a year that I took the long pause that I've discussed about, for 2.5 years that I actually started the journey of putting my own money and invest, my original positions were Tesla. After Tesla was Nvidia, and after Nvidia for a bit of time it was gold. And back then gold was around like 1.7 k, so
Hmm.
1700. So I kind of regret it, but I don't actually at the same time, because it's a lesson learned. It's a mistake that I'm not willing to repeat it with any kind of asset. But yeah, you know what? As human beings, we're going into like, oh, you know what? I wish I had hold it, you know. But it is what it is. We move forward, and it
Yeah.
plays valuable part of the journey.
Yeah, yeah. But look, diversification is key, right, in investing. So, it's generally you pick 4 or 5 sectors that you want to be involved in, just so you're not just putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
So it's good to obviously diversify your portfolios. Yeah, absolutely.
absolutely. Now, from what I noticed on the comments, Nasdaq opens in 1 hour. So Nasdaq is opening in USA, or do you have a bank holiday as well? Because Monday.
No, no. So yeah, I was just clarifying that for James. We don't have bank holidays here. What we will do is on September the 1st, it's Labor Day, so that's like a bank holiday over here, if you know what I
Okay.
mean. The markets are open over here. So you guys in the UK are going to have a bank holiday, and next week we'll be having Labor Day, and we'll be closed on that Monday. I believe.
Okay, so we invest currently into the American stocks, right? So the
Yeah.
market is going to be open.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
we can go, for example, like someone on eToro, Robinhood, whatever, they can actually see live like as normal.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. So, right, just an information out there, guys. We are going to have a live on the opening hour. I'm gonna have my bank holiday, but we're still gonna be working. So yeah, we are going to do that.
Yeah, because you're not a bank, right? So there's no holidays for you, mate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's brilliant, mate. Because okay, so then Monday on my previous statement about the market opening on Tuesday. Erase that from your mind, guys. Monday, we are going to receive the signals that we want. We need actually to see where the market will go or not.
Okay. That's good.
So, I think I think Sab, I enjoying it. I don't know about you, mate,
Mate, yeah,
but
it's good. It's good. It's a nice chat. We're
uh,
having a good little bit of chat. If anybody feels like there's any questions or anything anything that they want us to add, then go ahead, absolutely, and then we can move forward from there.
yeah.
Uh, if you think that anything that we can do to improve this show, and any more information that you guys feel that's relevant, that's needed, we can try and address them. If we're not, we can research them and find out for you. And I'm sure Alex is willing to put in the hard work and to effort to bring that information to all you guys. And remember, guys, make sure you're telling your investing families and to join in, subscribe. Make sure you guys everybody's liked and subscribed, and let's grow this family bigger and bigger.
I mean, you couldn't have covered me more, mate. I'm just putting the animations down there. So yeah, guys, if you feel that you want to be part of this community, this family here, please do subscribe. And again, we can't wait to announce phase 2. I think I'm gonna hold myself over there. I'm gonna try my best, but yeah. But by subscribing, you are helping us massively, and it doesn't matter about prices or anything. Right now, we are for free. So your subscription, it has more value than $5, $10, $100, or whatever. I'm pointing that out that it actually can help us create that massive great community that I think we can build. And if you want to like the video, please do hit the button down below on the video. And I'm just gonna announce that again, that on 100 likes, every video that it goes 100 likes, then YouTube is suggesting us to a wider audience. So since we are trying to gather to actually create a content that is actually beneficial to everyone and is not anything like pump and dump or being like this stock is going to $1,000. We're not doing that. We're trying to see the facts. We're trying to do the analysis. We're trying to provide the news and everything. So everything that we want to do is based into honesty, truthfulness, and transparency. So if you want to be part of it and you feel you're enjoying what you see, the videos, the live, the podcast, everything, please become a member on our server as well on Discord, which is again for free. So take that opportunity. You can meet amazing people. I know I did, and we created now this amazing journey, and I think it's going to be beneficial towards everyone. And I think that covers everything, Sab.
Yeah, can we? Can you guys let us know if you guys are enjoying the or if you want us to do more live podcasts like this, where we can bring more members of the family on, so we can discuss live? And do you prefer to be able to interact live, or you just have a couple of us talking about the subject. We would love for people to engage with us more, like a more of an open podcast. It's really nice to kind of get to know each other and share thoughts. So that'd be really good for interaction.
Absolutely.
And if you guys want to get MSK back on, let us know. Get more MSK. Get Yest in. Let's get Wingo on there. Let's get James. We're gonna have Namisha on. We're gonna have Stacey. We're gonna just get everybody on now and again. And I think Alex is working towards getting a position where he can have like 5 or 10 people all on at once on the screen, and be able to have like a community chat. Do you think that's a good forum? Let us know, and I think I'll crack the whip and get Alex to figure it out.
I like that. Yeah, absolutely. It's not only about news and the stock market or anything. It's about anything you can imagine, right? A small information from someone can be beneficial. It can give you an opportunity in your life, in your journey, or anything you want to do. We're not only about stock market, or we will start doing the trades as well. We will do sharing actually live trades. We will do opening with the market. We will do loads of stuff, right? It's all about time and engagement, and that's why I'm saying let's make this community much bigger, and let YouTube suggest us our videos over to a wider audience, because I want to hear more people coming aboard and sharing their experience, their opinions, because I think it's beneficial towards us as well. So yeah, let us know, guys, what is it that you like, and we will try to bring it up, and I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I'd love to learn more about the investment journeys, how you guys started your investment journeys, and how you got into this space, and it's fantastic, because there's always little nuggets of knowledge out there that we can glean from each other. So it's very helpful. You may not be helping, you may not be helping everybody, but that one person might get a little nugget of gold.
Yeah.
That's going to help them in their investment journey, and that sometimes just one piece of information can open up a new doorway for somebody else. And,
Definitely.
that's a really good way of doing it.
Now on to respond, guys. Obviously, like from James, MSK, Nimisha, Wingo. Am I forgetting someone? Sub? I don't think so. Right? Everyone who has done a comment. I really appreciate that you guys spend time and be with us. The beginning with who you start, and it's amazing, but what's more amazing is the journey, and I will always talk about it. It's great that I've started with all of you, and I'm really excited to see the whole journey. Like I'm not even focusing onto the destination, right? I've said it before, I want to be financial free, but at the same time I'm the type of person that I want to give back. I'm not only about getting. So I think the destination, to me, it doesn't really matter. I think the journey matters the most, with who you are and the memories that you create and the relationship that you create. Because if you think about it, I did a no sub 7 months ago, and I met him. We had a private chats, we had like meetings. MSK got aboard, Yestin, Wingo. I'm trying to remember them in a row, you know. But yeah, you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. Nimisha, everyone is coming aboard, right? And it's the feeling is fantastic, honestly. So I can't wait to see and learn from more people, like what's behind that person, right? What's their story? What's their experiences in life? What's even if it doesn't have to do anything with investing, even if you are not investing, you are more than welcome to take part in our conversations and just join our family. So I think there is a comment there from Nimisha. I'm literally lost it. So, oh, yes.
Yeah, no, I've got it. I would like to discuss economy more and a sense of huge volatility coming. I
Yes.
think that's a great subject to start on its whole new podcast.
Yes. So if you want to do that, and Nimisha, I have to say that I would love to have you on a phone call. I would love to hear from you. It's been a really long time since we have had our last conversation, and I think since you are requesting about the economy, I think it's great to have you on the show as well. But if you can't, that's okay. I understand. I'm going to do more research. I know Sub is going to help me as well. MSK is helping. All of you is helping, right? All of you are helping me, and you can give me information or anything like that besides my information, so we can bring all this and you see what we create, right? We create something huge, something amazing. So yes, we can do it. If you want, I'd say tomorrow the market opens, so I'm planning to have a live video since I'm not working, and I think during the whole week I'm going to have like an open live for when the market is online and open. That's the word that I'm searching. And after that, we can have like a podcast and discuss a little bit about the economy and anything else you want. So I think that would be great.
Yeah, there's a lot of subjects we can do for the economy. We talk GDP and jobs, unemployment, inflation, tariffs, economic policy, trade policy, fiscal policy, monetary policy. Global context, the geopolitical events that are happening. Absolutely, it's a great subject. It's a big subject to deal with, and I think a show dedicated to that would be a good one. And
Yeah.
and it'll be good for the thoughts, globally as well. We've got a lot of people in England, and obviously we have people, in the USA, and different people from around the world. So it'd be great to get people's views. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I haven't started doing the like how we have like the core CPI and the core PPI, and I started making videos about the core PPI, unemployment claims, the all this, right? That I've made videos, but it's in the plans to go towards the European news, the European economy, Japan, China, anything, right? I've got a really perfect website that I can see everything, and it's actually really, really helpful. So we will go through that. It's just with rotation at my work is not really helping, but I'm going to figure it out. I promise you that. That's a promise, and that's the first promise I'm giving. We can do the podcast, Nimisha, during the week, if that's okay. No
I think
problem at
Anisha
all.
mentioned that weekends are probably better.
Yeah.
So maybe we could plan it for next Saturday or something.
Yeah. We can even do it like yeah, true. Because Friday night here is going to be like early day for you guys in USA. It's a big subject, right? Don't get me wrong. It's a big subject. We can have it for many podcasts, and
So Namisha says she says I have a lot to say. I'm very opinionated.
I love that.
It, Namisha, that's good. That's what we want.
I love that. Yes, that's what I think that's what the invite is. When I'm saying people subscribe or people like the video, my invitation is towards to don't be afraid to express your opinion or share your experiences, right? We are an open community. Everyone is welcome. Everyone should feel warm and like home and everything like that. So I love that. I love that, Nimisha. So it's been 2 hours already. I think when I started the live show, we discussed about with Saab, don't make it too long, but you can see that it's really,
absolutely. It'll be great to and then more people come on. Obviously shows are going to get longer.
yeah,
And obviously there's going to be more people, more opinions, people, more people contributing towards the chat, and 2-3 hours will just go by like just like a click.
yeah.
So it'd be great to have that, and we'd love to have people join in and talk, and then let the conversations go where they go.
Yeah, yeah, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. So I'm going to end it, if that's okay with you guys. I'm going to end it here. We broke a little bit down about Ethereum. We saw it going further down. It was just a pump. And as always, be mindful. Take care of your money, right? You've worked really hard to receive the money that you have. So don't be really so comfortable to just because someone said the price that go spend the money. There is a difference by providing prices, and there is a difference by making assumptions. So my best advice will always be, and that's working for me, if someone comes to me and says this stock is going to $1,000, I'm going to say, okay, put your money on the table and go and invest. If you really believe that, go do it. But that's when you see that lots of times people are not going to do it, and that's why I prefer to break down prices instead of making assumptions. That's my final thought there, Sab. And thank you everyone who joined in and came to say hello and share your opinions and your experiences. Sab, your last thought, mate?
No, great. It's been a good one again. I hope everybody has a great weekend, or the rest of your weekend. We take up too much of your time. So enjoy your weekend and take care of yourselves.
Lovely. As always, take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you in our next video. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.